I'm just going to talk about a topic. You can find out a bit more about us as a company. We're Intact Software. We're just around the corner. We're in the ERP business, so we have a wide range of customers. Been in Ireland. We're an Irish company for the last 25 years. So I just really want to talk today about, is your business, regardless of what business you're in, are you open for business, or are you very much? Which one was it? No, we go the old-fashioned way. Yeah, are you open basically from 9 to 5 and when after hours you closed? What we're finding is we have over 1,000 companies in Ireland use our software, and believe it or not, there are less than 100 of them who are actually actively trading online, facilitating their customers in the B2B section. And we believe we have a cross-section. It's not that our customers are particularly dim or different. They're very typical of the Irish base. And we find the more we're competing, we moved into the UK a number of years ago, and there's about 40% of our users over there are all trading online. So today is really just to talk about the important stuff. Now everybody, go ahead there, Ingrid. I just say here, get to know who your buyer is. When you come up with your e-commerce strategy, and I think there's a half a dozen talks today about it, you really have to look at who is buying off you. What are they like? What do they talk about? How do they behave? How do they purchase? And really and truly, I just built up a persona of one. There was one particular business we were working with, a company that supplies packaging to packaging and disposables to colleges and catering managers. And this particular business said to me, he says, do you know what my buyer is? He's a guy, he's the catering manager in a college. He gets home at 7 o'clock in the evening, absolutely banjaxed. His wife hands him over their 6-month-old child and say, here, you mind that child, I'm after having it all day long. She goes out to get her well-deserved break. He's sitting down, he's watching the Champions League with Sky Control in one hand, baby in the other, and mobile phone in the other. We have facilitated one of his suppliers to enable him to buy from them. And he or she who says man cannot multitask, this guy is brilliant. And I've spoken to both the supplier and to that guy, and it was like a eureka moment with me to go, do you know what? You don't know what device that they're using, and you really don't know when they're taking the time out to place the order with you. So what I would just suggest is, when you're considering your online strategy, we all come up with our websites, our web portals, our fucking e-commerce, our digital strategy, SEO optimization. I have every 3-letter acronym in the world in my geography, or in my dictionary. So I just ask you to think about your buyer, think about that scenario. What does your buyer look like? How busy is he or she? Is she somebody that's desk bound and only places their orders between 9 to 5? Or is it somebody when they get home? Is it on the bus or the Lewis, if they're running on the way home, that they want there to place their order? Because if you don't provide your customer with the ability to buy from you, they will buy somewhere else. You have to make it as easy. Price doesn't come into it. Price isn't the number one factor. If they can place an order for 10 bags of grated cheese because it's sold out today in their business, if they can place that order on their way home, they can go home and enjoy one-on-one time with their child and with the baby. As I say, with that slide, I know it's a bit crude, but you really don't know. There is a stat for the number of people. I think it's genuinely on Facebook that they tend to visit the loo, and beyond there is an amazing stat, but it's a bit much to go into. So look at, know your buyer, develop a solution that fits them. We're from Intact Software. We run the back end, but we've got a range of front-end mobile solutions, and we tailor each and every one of them to suit the buyer, not to suit the customer, suit your buyer. So welcome to take any questions. As I said, I just keep it short and to the point because a lot of these presentations will go on. If anybody has any questions, you're welcome to ask them now, or you can visit us at the stand outside.
So thanks. And do you facilitate, so when you go one-to-one with your client, do you facilitate how to build up that profile of the buyer? So it's not only software, it's also, you have a checklist.
So we run through an exercise called Build Your Buyer Persona. So you have to, often I would go out and I would talk to you and I would say to you, actually I'll do it here, right? Put yourself get a picture in your head of your largest customer, one of your really good customers, and become him or become her for a moment. Do you know, so what's the name? Give me your name. Who are you? No, I'm not Peter, but who are you now in the buyer persona? Who are you in one? So he's going to be Kerry Food, but I want the guy's name. Okay, so we've got Joe. Joe, good to see you. How's business? Good. No, it's good. No, yeah, and this, we encourage the customers to get into this mode. Do you know, so Joe, I see you're dipping off us a wee bit. You're not ordering that stuff anymore. Is there anything we can do to get you to order more from us? No, you don't. No. Yeah. Yeah, no, they tend to do this, but if you get into it and then you say, okay, do you mind me asking you, are you a fan of your phone? Do you spend time on your phone outside of work? Have you a tablet? Are you a laptop man when you get home in the evening? I'm a phone. Do you know, are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Do you know, on a range of, name them in order of importance with you, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. Oh, I'm a Facebook person. Do you know, okay, do you place orders online? Do you buy online? Do you buy clothes? So they tend to occupy that. Would you buy from us? Now this is more pertinent when you're actually dealing with the actual person who's the sales guy in there. And they tend to get into that zone. And it's just to encourage, say, which device are they most likely to buy on? Is it a tablet, is it a PC, or is it a phone? Totally different experience, depending on how you want to do it. You know, do you need to have the pricing of it? Do you just need to order it and know that they're going to have it tomorrow to meet that? So it's really getting them to understand, as Ingrid's question there, understand the buyer persona. So we have a questionnaire that we filter through with them. We say, do you know what you need? You need a solution that works on a tablet and a phone. It needs to be available outside of hours, and it needs to be a one-hand operation, and it needs to be smooth and slick and really, really quick. Because most of the times people like us want to provide all the technical stuff. They can look up their account, they can check previous orders. They don't want to do that. They want somebody to go 10 of those, 4 of those, 6 of those, they're my favourites. Maybe get a prompt to buy something else, order, and your supply chain kicks in after that.
What I often find is that customers actually don't know the answers to ask. So that's why you come in as a I suppose first as a consultant and then as a builder of software to tell them which questions are key to get the answer to.
Well, I think those simple examples of the buyer persona, given that example of the person with the child in one arm, the phone in the other, watching the Champions League, and being able to place an order quickly, and then having the confidence in your company to deliver that tomorrow. All you're doing is facilitating. You may well have a team of telesales people in the office. You could have sales reps on the road meeting all these. You could have the best customer service department. But if it closes down at 5 o'clock in the evening, they will find somebody else to buy from. Okay. Thanks very much. Thank you.